Today, we're digging into why managing our weight feels so hard sometimes. It's the struggle that so many of us know, right? But the real answers, well, they might not be where we've all been told to look. You know the feeling. You're trying to eat right, you're trying to get some exercise in, but that scale just won't budge. Or worse, it starts creeping up. It's incredibly frustrating. And if you've ever felt that way, I promise you, you're not alone. And we're about to find out why. Okay, let's just get this out of the way right now. It's not your fault. The truth is, our modern world has been set up in ways that actually work against our biology. So think of this as an investigation. We're on the hunt for two huge clues that really explain this modern weight puzzle. And first, you've got to appreciate the scale of what's happening. Just look at these numbers. Between 1980 and now, obesity rates have just exploded. And the projections for 2025 are staggering. We're talking about nearly a fifth of the world's population. This isn't just about a few people making bad choices. There's a much bigger environmental shift going on here. So, our first clue, it's on the energy outside of the equation. And it's not about spending hours and hours at the gym. It's about the energy we've slowly stopped burning in our everyday lives, maybe without even noticing. Let's talk about something called NEAT. Now, I know non-exercise activity thermogenesis sounds super scientific, but the idea is actually pretty simple. NEAT is the energy you burn doing, well, everything else. Everything that isn't sleeping, eating, or formal workout. It's all the little stuff. Walking to your car, typing, fidgeting. It's like the secret hidden engine of your metabolism. And to see just how powerful it is, look at where your daily energy actually goes. About 60% is just your body keeping the lights on, your organs running. Another 10% is from digesting food. And that last 30%, that's all physical activity. But here's where it gets really, really interesting. Because when you zoom in on that 30%, you see something that might blow your mind. For most of us, that trip to the gym, that run, is just a tiny little sliver of the pie. The giant, massive piece, that's NEAT. All those little movements throughout the day are actually the biggest lever you can pull when it comes to burning calories from activity. And the difference it can make is absolutely enormous. Get this. The daily difference in NEAT between two people of the exact same size and weight can be as high as 2,000 calories. No, that is not a typo, 2,000. This one thing can explain so much about why some people struggle with weight and others don't, even when their diets seem pretty similar. And you can really see this play out in the modern workplace. I mean, just look at how much your job can affect this. If you have a desk job, you might only be getting around 700 NEAT calories. But if your job involves standing, you can double that. And a physically active job, you're clearing 2,000 calories. We have literally engineered this crucial, everyday movement right out of our lives. Okay, time to move on to our second clue. This one is all about the energy in side of the equation. And it turns out it's not just about what we eat, but how that food is made. So there was this absolutely brilliant study from the National Institutes of Health. They wanted to answer a huge question. They took a group of people for 2 weeks and fed them 2 different diets. Now, these diets were perfectly matched. They had the exact same amount of calories, fat, sugar, and fiber available to them. The only difference was that one diet was whole, unprocessed foods, and the other was ultra-processed. And the results were wow, just wow. When people were on the ultra-processed diet, they automatically, without trying, ate over 500 extra calories every single day. And they gained about 2 pounds. But on the unprocessed diet, they naturally ate less and ended up losing 2 pounds. This tells us something huge. The way our food is processed actually changes how our brains and bodies react to it, and it can literally drive us to overeat. So what exactly are these ultra-processed foods, or UPFs? They're not just, any food in a box. Think of them as industrial formulations. They have these long ingredient lists with stuff you'd never find in your own kitchen. They are scientifically engineered to be irresistible and to last on a shelf for a really, really long time. Let's make this super clear. A whole potato? That's a whole food. But potato chips? That's a UPF. A fresh chicken breast is a whole food. Chicken nuggets are a UPF. Plain yogurt versus that super sweet fruit on the bottom kind. An orange versus an orange-flavored soda. You see the pattern here? It's all about the degree of industrial processing that food has gone through. And here's a really common trap I think we all need to be aware of. We see plant-based or vegan, and we automatically think healthy. But as this quote points out, if you have a plant-based burger with 20 different industrial ingredients in it, well, it's still a UPF, and it can mess with your appetite signals just like any other ultra-processed food.
The key isn't really plant versus animal, it's the processing. Okay, so we found our two clues. We have the vanishing energy burn, and we have the ultra-processed trap. Now let's put the two pieces of the puzzle together and see the big picture.
This is the crucial point, the double whammy. Our modern world is hitting us with this powerful 1-2 punch. First, it engineers movement out of our daily lives, so our NEAT goes way down. And at the same time, it surrounds us with these scientifically designed foods that make us want to eat more and more. So we're burning less and eating more, and a lot of the time we don't even realize it's happening.
So after all that, it might seem a little bleak, but here is the good news. Now that we've identified the forces that are working against us, we can actually start to fight back, and small, intentional changes can make a massive difference.
When it comes to boosting your NEAT, it's all about simple swaps. Just standing up instead of sitting can burn 3 times more calories. And taking the stairs instead of the elevator, that's an incredible 40 times more. Walking those short distances instead of driving, it all adds up in a huge way. It's just about weaving that movement back into the fabric of your day.
And for tackling those UPFs, Dr. Hussein Yassin gives us a really simple 4-step game plan. Number 1, start with sugary drinks. Easy win. 2, swap out processed meats for whole proteins. 3, just consciously add more fruits and veggies to your plate. And 4, this is a great rule of thumb. Check the label. If it has a list of ingredients a mile long, it's probably a UPF.
But maybe the most important advice of all is this. Don't try to change everything all at once. Like Dr. Yassin says, take it one step at a time. Small, consistent changes are what really create lasting success.
So that leaves us with one final thought. Understanding these forces, it gives you your power back. This isn't about blaming yourself. It's about being aware of the world we live in. So I'll just leave you with this question. What's one small change? Maybe it's taking the stairs, maybe it's swapping one soda for water. What's one small thing you can do today to start reclaiming your energy balance?